Speech off.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is your homegirl over here, Bree Kitty, and I'm joined by Sixty. Sixty, say hello if you are still with us.
Hello.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so I'm joined by Sixty, and today we have a special guest with us today. So you guys are in for a treat. So let's welcome our good friend Christian.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that introduction, Bree and Diamond.
You're welcome.
And glad to be here with everyone this afternoon. So today we're gonna go over quite a few things here. And today we're gonna go over some topics. And today we're gonna go over a few categories. And today's interesting video that we're going to cover today is we're going to go over how to keep friendships in relationships. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, please like this video and subscribe. Now, let me just go over something that we all should go over. And what this is called boundary setting. Does anybody know what boundary setting is? And the reason why I ask this question every time is because boundary setting is very important. That goes for friendships, that goes for relationships, and it goes for marriages. Does anybody know what boundary setting is?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, what is boundary setting? That's a follow-up question that I'm going to ask before we dive into this. Diamond, what is boundary setting?
Boundary setting is where you have to set your boundaries to, to a boundary setting is where you set your boundaries to different things that you have to do so that way you don't overstep.
That is part of it. Bree, can you add in, please?
Well, I think it's like you have to limit certain things you do with individuals or say to individuals. You don't want to overstep
Thank you. That is what we're looking for. Thank you. That is what we're looking for. That is what we're looking for. And the reason why I asked this question is because some people don't know how to set boundaries. Now, with that being said, we're going to dive into the category of friendships first. Friendships are the most important thing for everybody. Number one, we have to limit certain people. I understand why I have to say this because certain people cannot be trusted. That's number one. Number two, some people, they will push, and push till a button goes off. And there's a button that I call a red flag button. It's kind of like a red flag, but it's called the anger button. And the reason why I call it an anger button is because it's a button that a lot of people like to push. And when people push that button, it kind of scares people into their place. I had to put people in their place numerous times. Numerous times. And the reason why I had to do it is because people did not leave other people's friends alone. And when people don't leave other people's friends alone, that's when you call the backup control. Does anybody know what backup control is?
Kind of like Plan B.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Sometimes you have to go from plan B to plan. I kind of call this from plan B to everybody calls this from plan A to plan B. Sometimes there's a plan C. And when plan C doesn't work, then there's a plan D.
Mm.
And when plan C doesn't work, plan D doesn't work, then you gotta get the state troopers involved. And let me explain what the state troopers are. The state troopers are kind of like the war deal. And what the war deal is, they gotta get other people involved. And when you get other people involved, that's when you overstep your boundaries, people. And now we're gonna move into that is a category of friendships that we covered right there.
Do you want to see if
Now-
anybody comment or etc. before you move on?
Sure.
Let's see. Tommy, wake up.
Yep. Bye.
Speech on. Switch camera. Welcome to Live Jeff Adamson. Hey, hi. Button.
Hey, Jeff Addison.
Ollie Reza Mashoof. Hello. Button. Ollie Reza Mashoof. Goodness. Button. Chat options. Button. Speech off.
Yes, goodness indeed, goodness indeed, goodness indeed. Now you may continue. I just read the comments.
Okay. Here we go. Now we're gonna move on to a topic number 2. Topic number 2 is relationships.
Relationships.
This one is a big one.
It sure is a big one.
And the reason, and I'm gonna let the queen speak on this one a little bit, because the reason why she's gonna help me a little bit out on this one is because we're both gonna kind of tag team this one a little bit before I dive in. I'm kind of gonna start it, so we're kind of gonna tag this one together. So, ladies first.
Who, me or Diamond?
I'm gonna let the queen go first. I'm gonna let the bottom one on the right up here, Diamond. Diamond, you're on my bottom right corner down here. You go first. Then we're gonna go to the top.
Queen, the one of the queens who's a friend has spoken. Okay.
Then we're gonna float to the top of the bridge. Then we're gonna go to the bridge.
So, one of the biggest things that you should know about relationships is that you should know how to be loyal when it comes to someone that that you truly love and that you can truly trust. Because if there's no love and loyalty, there's no trust.
Amen.
Ooh, that's deep. Ooh. Ooh.
You hit it nailed onto the head. Nailed to the head like a cross.
Ooh.
Well, like they always say, think about it. If there's no trust, there's no us.
Now,
Amen.
I have heard that.
I got one. This is a big one. This is a big one that everybody needs to know.
Communication.
This is a big one. You got to love and respect each other's personal space and boundaries.
Steve Harvey.
Love and respect each other's boundaries. Because there is no love, there is no trust, there is no respect. You got nothing. You got nothing. You have no. You got not a thing. 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 Not a thing.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know I'm getting carried away, but you got nothing. Not a thing.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That is true though. That is true.
Okay. Now we're gonna comment. Bree, do you have any comments before we read the other ones?
Do I have any, or do you want me to read the rest of them?
Read the rest of them before we move on.
Okay.
Before we read.
Speech on. Creator tools. Button. Share. Button. Share. Button. Creator chat. Ollie Reza Mashuf. Goodness. Button. Ollie Reza Mashuf. Hello. Button.
No, just the
Speech
same
off.
ones. No one didn't comment or anything else besides same comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is another one. This is a big one. Another big flag in relationships. If you don't respect, this is a big one that I see every day in relationships. Abuse.
Oh, jeez.
Abuse. Day in and day out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even get me started with story time.
People, can I open your eyes to something real fast? I need to open the world's eyes today. And I think my pastor taught me something yesterday. And I'm going to teach it to y'all today. If you don't love your neighbor as well as yourself, you ain't going to heaven.
You are going to hell.
You ain't going, damn it. Don't say it.
It's too late. She already said it.
Hold on. I got a specific way I like to say it. You ain't going straight to heaven. You going straight. And I'm gonna tell you, people, when you burn right. And I'm telling y'all, people, today, when 2026 comes, we have to grow up. I'm sorry. I'm speaking the. I hope I'm speaking the truth here. We got. Now we're gonna go into something that I've been dying to go into for days. And what this pertains to men. This is called relationship. This is called marriages.
Oh, Lord.
And people, we need to wait. Fathers, mothers, and all over the nation. We need to learn to take care of our children.
Amen to that.
We need to learn how to be mindful, how we respect one another. Because if we don't, I'ma say, find every great man as a great woman. If we don't straighten up now, people, we ain't going, y'all. I'm gonna fix y'all. I'm gonna fix everybody, and I'm gonna fix y'all with this. We have to realize the way we treat each other nowadays, it is very upsetting. We have to open our eyes to how we treat each other. We are not gonna walk all over each other. This is 2025. 2026 is around the corner. Do I need to go into what I call a boundary mode again, where I said boundaries are more important? People, let me tell y'all how C.S. Lewis put. Let me tell you how let me tell you what C. Harvey said in his show one morning. He said, if we don't come out, we can't not always come out feel like we want to come out on the top. We have to let other people come out on the top first. We just can't roll ourselves from the top, to the top of the ladder. We have to start on the bottom like we should. We have goals, people. I know everybody wants to be like one person. I want to be like Mr. I want to be like Steve Harvey, walking around with making a ton of money, buying suits, building a whole wardrobe with a whole bunch of suits and stuff. But me, I don't have that kind of money. I have to work for it. Let me ask the whole world a question. Does money grow on trees?
No, but I wish.
Do we have to jump over ladders and bridges and do all the crazy stuff like I've seen people, like I've seen kids and stuff do? Now, people, keep this in mind. We don't have to act like morons. I'm gonna tell y'all a old saying, and I hear it on Beyond Scared Straight a bunch of times, and I want y'all to say this thing. I want everybody to say this. Each one, I hope I save one, and I hope I save somebody today by teaching them this valuable lesson. And I hope this was a wake-up call. Because let me tell y'all something. This day in reality, you just can't go around ripping somebody's head off. I've seen it too many times today, people. Let this be a life lesson where we all can come together as a nation. Like Martin Luther King said, he had a dream where this world would come together and be united as one. He had a dream where this world would be peaceful. He had a dream where this world would be united and be glorified. He had a dream where everything will be united and be calm. But no, look at us. being like we're big and bad. We can't have that. Let me tell y'all something that a lot of us don't realize. What we don't realize. We don't realize what we have. A lot of people children are taking guns
Mm-hmm.
and going into these places and antagonizing innocent people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's terrible. Terrible. We need to wake up and realize life is too short to live. I'm gonna have to tell y'all this sermon that I was taught in church. And it goes something like this. If you have Jesus in your heart, he would take care of the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Peace comes from the heart. God forgives everybody. If we don't forgive people for what they done to us, the day that judgment comes, the day that Jesus comes to earth, when we go to heaven, Jesus is gonna look at us and say, I never knew who you were. Jesus is gonna say, I never knew you.
Mm-hmm.
People, we need to realize something. We need to realize we are people that's in the blind community that need to straighten up. Attitudes need to be fixing. We need to wake up and realize, okay, what I'm doing here is wrong. Fix the attitude, people. Fix it. Because you're hurting other people inside, emotionally. Any comments?
Speech on. Ollie raise a mashoof. Goodness. Button. Chat options. Button. Ollie raise a mash. Ollie raise Jeff at. Welcome to switch camera. Microphone unmute. Enable retouch. But change background. Create a short. But one watching now. 2 likes. Create a change back. Enable microphone switch cam. Welcome to Jeff Adamson. Hey I. Button. Speech off.
And 2 likes.
Alright. Diamond and Bree, do y'all want to comment on what I just spoke on?
Diamond, go first.
That's a lot.
I mean, you said enough. That was like really, really deep. So.
Yeah. Yeah. The one thing I will say about relationships in general, people gotta have respect. Don't sit there and think it's okay to take other people's boyfriends or take other people's girlfriends. Man, if y'all got a relationship, stick to the relationship of your own.
Thank you.
I got a comment, but it ain't about relationships.
Huh? What is it?
I want to hear this. I'm going to be quiet for a minute.
I'm just gonna say, for all of my blindies out there, we fight all the time, every single time. Why can't it be like it used to be? This is the reason why, and I hate to. If I step on somebody's toes, for future reference, I'm so sorry for it, but this is sort of the reason why a lot of the sighted community don't really like the blind community, because of the way we act like babies and children. You're supposed to be in your 20s, 30s, such and such age, but then you don't act like your age. You act like your shoe size. You know,
Hold on,
you
let me get
wanna
this.
you wanna sit here and act all big and bad, but in reality, you're not. Anything else you wanna add on that, Diamond?
Huh?
Anything you wanna add on that, Diamond?
Yeah. Christian will be back.
Yeah, I think he had a phone call. We're waiting on his son.
I hate to say this, but this is this is a this is why a lot of people this is why a lot of people are losing friendships. This is why a lot of people this is why a lot of people are losing friends, because you're fighting with someone, and this is the thing. Like, okay, if we tell you to stay on the good side and don't hang out with the bad people, okay, y'all, we should know by now, for in our 20s or 30s or however old we are, we should know that if you we should know that if you know that the people that you hang out with is bad people instead of hanging out on the good side, why are you hanging out with the wrong crowd?
And even if, before we cut this live stream off and etc., after we do our shout outs, I want to say this. If you are hanging out with somebody that you know may be a problem and you still want to be friends with them, that's fine. But don't lie about it. That's like, I'm going to touch base on what Diamond said earlier about relationships. If you're dating somebody, don't deny them. Don't sit there and say, oh, I'm not with that person when you're secretly texting them on the down low, then the person telling you to stop texting them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sit there and bribe somebody with gifts. If the person tells you, in other words, if the woman tells you, don't do this, don't do that, you need to respect that woman and say, okay. Don't sit there and try to bribe that woman. I
Okay,
don't
can I
don't don't
jump in
bribe
here
the
for a
woman.
second?
Yes, you can.
I forgot to bring this up earlier. And now that you brought something to my attention, this is what I want to tell you. I'm going to say this to everybody again. You cannot buy a woman's love.
Nope.
You can't. People, I'm going to say this here and now. Before you even think you want to date somebody, get to know them.
Exactly.
Because let me tell y'all something that I have noticed. I've been in relationships. Diamond is the witness.
Uh-huh.
He is the witness to this.
Uh-huh.
I've been in multiple relationships. Tons of them.
At different times.
Different times. Let me just say, y'all don't know this, but I've been in numerous of them.
And let me just say something else here before our friend Bree ends the live here. And stop trying to tell other people on what this other person would do with their other half's gifts. You don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know if they're gonna give their woman Yeah, stop trying to tell other people if you don't know that person. Oh, that this person's gonna throw their significant other's gift away. Stop saying that to people. You don't know what they're gonna be about.
Bree, any comments for you to comment on that?
Speech on. Change background. Enable retouch. Microphone switch. Welcome, Jeff. Ollie raise chat. Creators. Share. Creator chat options. Ollie raise Jeff. Welcome. Switch. Microphone. Enable retouch. Change background. Create a short. One watching now. 2 likes. Speech off.
Same thing. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. I mean, both of y'all said it off the bat, and so I'm sure this live stream will always take a long time to damn upload. But whenever you guys, the rest of you people, see this, please feel free to put your comments in the comment section, because I'm sure a lot of people are gonna have a lot of stuff to say about this teachable live stream. But I do want to say thank you to Mr. Krishna for joining us on the live stream. And thank you, Sixer Keys, for being with us.
You're welcome.
And I understand that today is April 19th, and for everyone that has a birthday on April 19th, happy birthday. So, here's a little something for you guys that has a birthday on today. I normally wouldn't do it unless I'm on TikTok, but that's besides the point. So, I'm going to do this for you guys, and it won't be long, so don't get too happy with it, but you know.
Can I join?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, all of you guys that celebrates a birthday today. And hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye bye. Woo! Oh my god.
That was
Speech on. Create a short. One watching. Live. Finish. Finish. Button. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Heading. Cancel. End. Button. Cancel.